Shalom, this is Levi Shore. Welcome back to Sweet and Good Torah. So this is going to be part two of breaking free of chronic fatigue syndrome. So if you haven't seen the first one, you're welcome to go and watch the first part. So basically, what do you do when you have a chronic illness and none of the doctors know what it is? You go from doctor to doctor to doctor. None of the doctors know what it is. No one knows how to get rid of it. And basically, the symptoms is just constant fatigue, just always drained no matter what happens. You have after you exercise, sometimes you're just in an incredible amount of pain. Like you can do a minimal amount of exercise and you can feel like you ran a whole marathon or something. Brain fog, so you have very hard to concentrate. Headaches. I don't know. Pain all over. I mean that's the main ones I experience. Other people may have. I think there's even, unfortunately, there's even there's more severe cases, which is really horrible, where people, they're very sensitive to light and to sound, and not only they're laying in bed, but it has to be dark and quiet, so it's really a feeling of isolation. So one thing that's interesting is definitely it's something that's isolating you, so that's something to think about how we relate to other people. It gives us time to like take a step back and see what are our relationships with other people. And it seems that one of the main factors, most of the people who have it describe themselves as type A personalities. Like they feel like they have to be overachievers, they have to achieve a lot. So, right, so you have this disease, you're stuck in a lot, or you can fight through it. And sometimes, I personally have ups and downs. Sometimes I go through months where I'm just completely in bed and it's hard to really get out of the house much. And then I have other times where it starts to lighten up and maybe I can get out for a couple hours or half a day sometimes, or sometimes even more. But it's really these ups and downs, and it's never knowing what causes it and what I really, even after like 7 years, I don't know exactly like how do I get to those better periods? What's happening in the worst periods? Definitely, stress is not helping in the worst periods. But so basically, so what do you do? So one thing I definitely feel is that even though it's frustrating, but I think I personally have to start looking for it can't just be if I achieve this or if I achieve that, then I feel good about myself. It has to be something more. There has to be more of an internal feeling of feeling good about yourself, even if if you're not achieving this, you're not achieving that. It can't just be that you're only happy if you have this stellar career, or if you're making all this money, or if you're getting all this attention, fame, or respect, or whatever it is. And that's a very basic thing that most people probably need to really think about. But what does it take to be happy? Really, shouldn't I just feel happy just being alive? Like, how do I feel happy if I'm really frustrated every day that I'm not really doing what I want? And I feel like it's really hurting me in a lot of ways. Or is it the outlook from the beginning, and just the sickness is maybe in some weird way it's helping me refocus on what I really need, to just be happy, and then I'm going to be able to appreciate being healthy. So I mean, no one really knows, no one really knows yet exactly how to get rid of it, but definitely there's things that we can work on while we have it. I mean, maybe it's even appreciating the littlest things. Like, we accomplish the little things, but maybe just feeling good about ourselves. We don't have to, achieve all this to feel good about ourselves. And maybe one of the important things is definitely things that we can control is we can be happy no matter what's happening. And that's our choice. And we can be kind to other people, and we can be appreciative, and we can be compassionate. And there's no reason why, even being completely drained and completely exhausted and frustrated, that we can't achieve these central things about feeling like a good person. Now, I know anyone has. I have been massively frustrated. I've got very angry and frustrated at times with this, and I don't want it, and I'm sure no one that has it wants it. And then you get all these crazy, people telling you, oh, it's in your head, or it's this, or it's that. And I don't really believe any of that. I mean, I follow the Torah. I believe that Hashem is an infinite being that really loves everyone, has created everyone, that he is doing everything for a reason and purpose. So I don't believe this is any kind of random thing. I believe there's a purpose to this, and it can be used in a constructive manner, even though it's completely crushing and frustrating. It's not what we want, but we can look more inside. It's forcing us to look more inside. It's forcing us to look how we relate to other people, and we can really start working on that. Just being happy, just being alive, just feeling good about ourselves. We don't have to achieve all these great lofty things. We can just feel about ourselves for just being a good person, just being a kind person, just being a nice person. It's definitely like, okay, you're sick, but you have two ways to go. You can be a sick person that's really angry or frustrated, or you can be a sick person that's happy, that's kind, that's compassionate. And, that's really the choice. And another interesting thing is that nothing really shows up. Just as the doctors don't know from all these tests what's causing it, there's nothing preventing it from also just being taken off and going away. That's the beauty of it too. There's nothing there that they see like, oh, you got this or you got that, and that's very serious. The beauty is that doctors don't know, there's nothing there. So maybe they don't know what's causing it, but it can just as easily go away right now. And that's a good thing. So right now we just started the month of ER, and it stands for Ani Hashem Rofecha. I am Hashem, your healer. And it's interesting. It's a beautiful month because we start on the second night of Pesach at the Seder, the second night of Passover. We start to count 49 days until Shavuos, which is the beginning of the 50th night. Starts the holiday of Shavuos when the Jewish people receive the Torah. And through this whole period, these 49 days, we're working on fixing our midos, fixing our emotions and our personal characteristics for the better. And it's fascinating that this whole month of healing is at this time. And the whole month is absorbed in this 49 days. All 30 days of the month are in this 49 days of counting. And then it's also associated with healing, and that Hashem is our healer. So it seems like there is definitely a foundation to say that, like, looking into ourselves and fixing ourselves, and for sure happiness and kindness and compassion on others has a measure for measure effect on ourselves. Everything we do comes back, and look, I've had a hard time with it. I'm sure a lot of other people have, but definitely, like, the happier we can be, and if we can be happy, sick and struggling and not doing what we want, then Bizrat Hashem, when we do get healed, we're really going to be able to live a richer, fuller life. We're going to be able to appreciate life more, and we're going to appreciate it more. But if we have it really deeply ingrained, if you can be happy when you're sick, you are definitely going to be a very happy person when you're healthy. So, Bizrat Hashem, everyone, we should find a cure for this very soon, and people should be able to do what they want. But while we're kind of incapacitated, let's work on being happier, kinder people, and just feeling good about ourselves, and just feeling good about being alive, and even just seeing that one little sunrise or sunset or something, or just seeing a friend or a family member or a loved one. Let's try to appreciate it, and hopefully we'll all be well soon. Thanks a lot.